I'll keep this short and sweet because it's Christmas week. I've got a lot on, and I'm not best pleased. United 0, Bournemouth 3. It was, if you look at the stats, United played better, but the eye test says a lot more than the stats do. It is basically becoming a regular situation where United seems to flatter to deceive. When they play well and they perform well for a number of games, it will be 2-3 games, however, or they seem to have this regimen of having the structure set, and you think there's progression coming. This sort of game happens, and it didn't happen at Spurs. I think that Spurs was a loss of concentration for about 15-20 minutes, I would say, that cost them 2 goals, and then a goal that shouldn't have really been given. And then obviously the goal gets a play for the first. This today was a lack of ruthlessness in front of goal. It was a lack of ideas, in a sense, in terms of playing forward. I think that the team that went out there in the first half could have done better. The second half was a capitulation, and again, that same issue where one mistake leads to 2 goals for some reason has happened again. Mazraoui this time. It's a shame because Mazraoui has been quite good this season, and I was hoping that his progression would continue and going forward. But he's made a big mistake there with that penalty. Why is he lunging in? I don't understand why. It has obviously caused a penalty for the second goal. Again, we're conceding from set plays. That's the first. I think we're the second highest conceding from set plays this season. And then because obviously the penalty then goes in, 2 minutes later, again, another lax in concentration leads to a third. And there's just nothing in front of goal. Don't get me wrong, they had more shots, but when you boil it down, it wasn't fantastic. And I think that a lack of time is suffering for Amorim. I think a squad that does not suit this style is costing Amorim. And by that, I don't mean the full squad, because there was a lot of players that work this squad nicely when they play together, in a sense. The majority of which played today. I think he is crying out for a left wing back. I don't think Malastia is at the standard. I don't think Shaw is going to be fit enough to ever do it. And I don't think that Dalot is starting to have questions for me. The midfield 2 of Ugarte and Semenyo weren't too bad. Bringing off Ugarte seemed to cause a bit of an issue. I like how Amorim doesn't wait. It was something that frustrated me with Ten Hag. He waited too long when it came to making substitutions, trying to change the game. Amorim doesn't have that desire. He will willingly change. But the lack of ruthlessness up front is definitely costing United. Xerxes, I think his days are numbered. Even though he's just come in, I think his days are numbered because he doesn't suit this style of play. I think Huijsen does, but he is only young, and I think he will need time to develop. I don't think Garnacho has shown anything since being dropped, and even before that, I don't think he sort of showed a lot when Amorim came in. We've basically lost Marcus Rashford. So yeah, where do the goals come from? They come from one man, and it's Amad Diallo, and he did not do the same as he has been doing previously. So he's not, in a sense, he's not turned up today. Which I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I like Amad Diallo. I think he's a fantastic player. He's not going to be doing it every game. That's why you need a squad to be able to. You need 2, 3, 4 players to be able to okay, one has a bit of a bad game. Okay, the other one comes in. You saw it. You've seen it at City for years. This kind of De Bruyne runs the show for a game, then Foden runs the show for a game, then Haaland bags 3 in a game, and da 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 da. Obviously, they're not playing great at the moment, and it's showing. With United, there's just nothing, and I don't think there's a player in that squad that has a 20-goal season in them. Possibly Højlund, but he's never done it before. And it's just now at a point where this is going to suffer. It's a suffering time, and it's the start of Amorim's journey. So I'm not saying that anything should change in that regard. I think that the players need time to develop, and I think that this kind of multiple rotation that's happening, the reason for it is because he's wanting to find his best 11, and then he's working from that point to find an 18, a 22, etc., a squad. So it's finding that basis. I think there are now going to be, slowly but surely, you're going to see more and more players get less and less time, which I think the transfer window in January might become a bit more substantial, because if we bring in 1 or 2, that might seal the 11, and then it's about the 18. You may start to see a few youth players come through in the back end of the season as well, especially if we're languishing in the mid-table position like we are, and we've got nothing to play for. It makes sense to take the risk on the kids that he believes would fit the team. It's disappointing, but it's what we've been dealing with for nearly 10, 11, 12 years, whatever it's been now. You have to grin and bear it and hope that the progression this time with these owners and with the structure in place will be better. But we've been down this road before, so we'll see what happens. Guys, if you like the video, please leave a like, comment what you think about United so far. Subscribe if you're new. Until next time, guys. Take care.